Hello everyone, and welcome back to Gamer Reality. Welcome to the 4th ever episode in the You're Playing It Wrong series, a series in which I tell you, in the least judgmental way possible, the biggest features in popular games you're either missing or playing completely wrong. In this episode, we'll be covering a game that has great combat but no storyline or even proper tutorial, and the game is called Sairento. They have a movement tutorial that teaches you how to jump, slide, and grab your weapons, but then you're thrown into the most confusing mission map in the history of mankind. Some missions give you extra bonuses on loot, but may make the enemies harder, and the mission can only be tried once. The bonuses come from the map modifiers that come built into these levels already. You can add map modifiers to any mission by using your beacons. Beacons are collected at the end of a mission or dropped by killed enemies in-game and have a green globe icon. All the missions have tiers as well. As you get better, the game recommends more missions with the capability of higher tiers. Use the slider to choose your tier and click the difficulty in the buttons above it. The harder you make the level, the more the game rewards you with XP and relics. Now let's move on to some things that you're doing wrong in combat. The game leaves you to piece together what everything does, so that's why I wanted to take a second to explain enemy drops and your status bars. Enemies have the ability to drop ammo, health, beacons, and relics. You'll want to make sure to pick up beacons and relics as they have value outside of the current mission. You have 2 status bars, one blue and one green. The green is health and pretty self-explanatory, but the blue is chakra, which is something that is going to need some explaining. Chakra is your movement energy and is used when holding down the teleport button, performing slides, and wall running. Also, you can block some enemy attacks with your guns or swords. This is a hit or miss feature, and I wouldn't rely on it to protect you from a horde of enemies. The most important thing that you will learn to do in this game is to move. If you don't move for 3 seconds, you will be hit from 30 places at the same time. Flips are the best way of moving while also destroying the enemy. To enable flipping, go into the movement tab in settings and enable flips if you haven't already. The type of flip you do depends on the direction you teleport. Teleport forwards to do a front flip, sideways to do a side flip, and backwards to do a back flip. Not only does time stop when you're upside down, but your damage on the enemy is multiplied and you're more likely to get those critical headshots. A trick to stopping time for long periods of time is fake teleporting. I covered this in my Robo Recall episode, but basically just start teleporting somewhere and then don't lift your finger off the button. The game gives you time to choose your destination, but still lets you shoot your guns. The game only stops your fake teleport when the chakra meter runs out. Also, I wanted to quickly explain how to use walls as movement. Walls can be used to run on or bounce off of to reset your jumps. To select the 2 actions, make sure the arrow at the end of your movement arc is pointed where you want to move. The arrow will be parallel with the wall if you're going to run along it, and the arrow will point back at you if you're going to bounce off the wall. Now that you're a pro at combat and movement, let's move into a topic that is played wrong the most, which happens at your dojo. You may know that you can change your weapon loadout in the loadout tab, but there's much more here. You can use the relics that you pick up in-game to craft perks for your weapons. These relics come in different rarities from common to legendary, but there are also accent relics that let you change the appearance of your weapons. Crafting is done in your armory as well as unlocking the Gift of Wisdom or strong boxes. Unlocking the Gift of Wisdom will give you relic perks of random rarity that you can apply to your weapons. Another tab in the loadout tab is titled Skills. If you have never ventured to the Skills tab before, you need to now. You get skill points by playing the game, and those points can be used to progress you through multiple skill trees that have some very useful skills. The first skill you learn in the mobility section is an extra jump. That means you can triple jump. You think double jumping is cool, just wait until you can jump 3 times in a row without touching walls or ground. Well, that is all for this episode. Go ahead and leave me a comment if you learned something new, or if you want to correct me on something that I stated earlier, as this is a learning experience for both of us. Thank you so much for watching, and I cannot wait to see you in the next episode.